Okay, we're up to 68 overall. Might as well, apart from Golovkin. Oh yeah, true. He lost that fight to Golovkin, didn't he? Right, fight preview. Same reach, same height. Okay. He's 69 overall, which is frustrating, but that's okay. I'm not going to bother about the... He's had 17 decision wins, 1 KO win, 10 losses, 1 KO loss. So this could be a long haul. And you know what? I'm not going to fucking lie to you guys. I'm going to fight this fight like a bitch. Very scared. I'm worried about, you know... But yeah, do predictions if you want. Oh. Okay, prediction. Yeah, next time we'll do predictions for longer, but just because I just thought for this time we'll get out quickly. All right.
If we get that far, round 1 underway. If you made a checklist of advantages and disadvantages, obviously you'd want the advantage of hand speed. But you've trained many a guy who's been on the other side, where his opponents had the better hand speed. What have you told him?
Well, I tell him make it a muddy track. You know, Secretariat must be the fastest horse in the world, but on a muddy track, things change a little bit. Step out of range. Don't allow the kind of landscape, the kind of track that will suit speed.
You need to block more.
Way to block there.
Deep breath, deep breath.
Halfway through this round.
It's okay. He had to land a punch eventually.
To him with an uppercut. Oh man, he's in rough shape after absorbing that blow. Showing you some defense there with the block. Oh!
Fair play.
Marshall's almost out of it there. He was
right.
stunned.
I'm a little bit shaky after this one. I'm a little bit shaky. That's all right.
And likely
a little bit nervous, that's all. Marshall's just a little bit nervous. You know?
No, they don't know how to fight any other way. They came in, they introduced themselves in the middle of the ring, and they've been there all night.
Keep moving.
Nice block that time. It was intended to the head. Fine fundamentals, good counterpunch. Would you rather have a fighter who's feared or a fighter who's fearless?
I feel like I'm talking to Sonny from the Bronze Tale, but I think that I would rather have a guy that has fear, because he's going to be smart all the time. He's going to be a guy
he's got
that's
good
be
defense.
aware of things that you need to be aware of. If he's so-called fearless, he's going to walk into all kinds of things that are not going to allow him to be a fighter.
Able to dismiss his opponent's shot, and then comes back with an uppercut. 90 seconds to go here in this round. Not able to land the head. Oh, that uppercut absolutely rocked him. Boy, I don't like the way his legs look at all right now. Both men trading hooks. What a great round. 2 minutes in, 60 seconds to go.
The hell even was that just hit me? I don't even know.
Nothing there on the punch by Marshall.
Up and down, side to side.
So the round comes to its conclusion.
Cool.
And it's
2
a
good
round in
rounds.
which our man here, as he heads back, was really tagged pretty solid. So if you're the trainer in the corner, what's your approach?
Well, you know, that's a great question. My approach is that I have to remind him that he's on common ground. He's probably going to think he's in a place where he's never been before, but I'm going to remind him, hey, remember you got hurt in the gym? And then give him something to correct the problem. You know, tell him some technical things that he needs to hear.
1, 2, 1, 2.
Nice job to land that counter punch and getting away from one of his own by Marshall. Coming to the halfway point of this third round. Ortiz is showing that he's got some defense of his own. He got away from that punch.
Not happy with exchanges like that. I shouldn't be slugging like that, man. It's my problem with the block parry, man. Like, you shouldn't be able to block parry a jab, I don't think, because it just doesn't make sense. Because the jab is such a snappy shot, it doesn't matter if someone were to parry it or not, unless he actually physically hit it out of the way, but he doesn't do that.
Keeping his hands up, getting way of his opponent's effort. 10 clicks of the talk. And a smart counter punch by Marshall. Round comes to an end here. And Teddy, I know you've had a very busy week. You've been training some pro football players this week. There are many parallels to be made between the pro fight game and the pro football game.
Yeah, there are. You know, physical ones and mental ones. I mean, the physical ones are when I work with some of these behemoths, you know, like offensive linemen. They have to punch out, you know, with their arms. They have to make sure that they get those hands out now. If they raise their elbows, just like a fighter raising his elbow before he throws a jab, they lose the power. So you got to teach them to keep those elbows in, punch out without any telegraph, without any loss of power. And also, get those hands out at the right distance. If they're a little late, the big guy gets in on them. And now he can control him. And of course, the mental aspect of it, where they get into those dark rooms we talk about every once in a while, where they have to remember that they have control. They can make the choice. You know, you get in those dark rooms, you start to think that you lose control of the choice, that your opponent's making a choice for you. No, that's not the truth.
Keep working the jab.
Oh, what an exchange! Reaching the halfway mark of this round. We just have not seen the big shots from this guy. He is not throwing the power punches, Teddy. What would you say to him?
Well, first of all, I would say to him, what do you think, that he's going to make a deal with you? If you don't hit him hard, he won't hit you hard? No, it doesn't work like that, my friend. He's going to get confidence now. He's going to take advantage of this.
What a fight. What a...
How?
Oh,
How? This is what...
Marshall
See that? Oh.
big shot.
How many counts did I hit him with just then? 3? And he just comes out, hits me with one pretty fucking weak one. I know that's all it takes in the fight game, but come on, man. Be kind of fair to me, game. You know what I mean?
The countdown, the final moments of this round. Marshall's coasting his way towards a victory here. That round comes to an end, and yet another round that you got to mark down on your scorecard for him.
Yeah, the only way he loses now is if he's a glutton. You know those guys, you've seen them, Joe, they're on our crew. They stay at the table too long. They don't know when to push away from the table, you know? Well, he's got to push away from the table right now. If he does that, hey, this is in the bank.
Defense. 1, 2, 1, 2.
Step in. There we go. Jesus, not that difficult.
Keeping his hands up, getting way of his opponent's effort.
What I need to do is do this. See that? See how I'm stepping in, stepping out, step in.
Able to counter that attack.
You shouldn't be able to. You just shouldn't be able to parry counter jabs like that. The jab's too quick of a shot.
Don't stay in one spot, sir.
Marshall's opponent's probably looking at him right now saying, wow, you're not changing anything up. You know, he got to him moments ago. Now he's got the same style that he's looking at again.
Yeah, but he got to him moments ago. Got to him one time. I think right now it's too early to all of a sudden throw everything out the window.
There it is! Marshall
Really?
affected by that.
Really, yeah, that's just, honestly, this game always wants me to lose, man.
Able to block that away. It was targeted for his head. Ten seconds remaining in this round. A headshot blocked. Marshall's doing an extraordinary job of never giving his opponent the chance to get back in this fight. Just like we saw in that last round there. He's way up on your scorecard.
Yeah, I have way up, and more importantly, you touched on it. It's the kind of fight he wants. You know, it's in his element. It's sort of in his pool, so to speak, his waters. You know, it's an outside fight. It's a jabbing fight. Everything he likes.
Able to get away from that headshot with the block. Marshall's basically giving you the impression that he's a little tentative to throw punches based on what happened earlier when he got hurt.
Yeah, he's got to find a way now to not give up the offense that he had earlier. He wants to go into a defensive mode a little bit, but if he gives up that offense, he'll fall too far behind and get to that no man's land where he'll need a knockout to win, and he doesn't have that kind of power.
Come on.
What a great job. He gave one right back in return. Nice work by Marshall.
Use your feet. Keep working the jab.
He missed with that headshot.
Yeah, of course, man. Same reach, but I'm out of his reach, but he's somehow fucking getting mine. Okay, then.
Frustrating his opponent with great defense.
Side to side. Move your head.
Working our way towards the bell. Last 10 seconds of the sixth.
It's a way to finish a round right there.
Marshall's
Crack
in
him a few
control
good
here. You can
shots.
just look at this fight for 10 seconds and you've seen everything you need to see because there hasn't been a moment where it hasn't been his fight.
Yeah, you know, you talk about those sins. A lot of times people say there's 7 virtues, there's 7 sins out there. One of the sins that you hear about is greed. That's the only thing that could beat him right now, is if he gets greedy.
Good defensive skill.
Okay, come on. I don't know what he's doing.
Dismisses his opponent's headshot.
In and out. In and out.
At the halfway point of round 7.
How did he block so quick? It never lets me block that quick.
shot.
Let's see some more head movement. Let's see some more head movement. Get out of the way.
Very nice job landing that counter punch, getting away from one that was coming at him.
I don't get how that was a counter punch, but okay.
Coming towards the end of the 7th round, 10 seconds to go. Able to dismiss his opponent's shot and then comes back with an uppercut.
Be smart or you're going to tire yourself out. That was good. You took a lot of...
The action starts up again, but it's only favored one man. Hard to see this fight going the distance based on what we've witnessed so far. His opponent wanted the body. He wouldn't give it to him.
Beat him to the punch.
Damn it.
Up and down, side to side.
Good block.
Keep moving.
Halfway through this round. Oh! Marshall's in a bad place right now. He was tagged. Ortiz is mounting a comeback here, Teddy. Things were going against him. Now the tide is turned.
Good things come to those who wait or those who persevere. He persevered, good things are happening.
Excuse me, how are these counter shots not doing any damage? Can someone explain this to me, please? Because, I mean, what the fuck else can I hit him with?
Keep moving, keep moving. Move, 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 move. Keep moving around the ring.
What else can I hit this man with?
Back to the body.
Last 10 seconds. Marshall's doing it just the way he wants to do it, and that last round kind of sums up the whole fight. In complete control, he's up on the scorecards, heading towards another victory.
And he's up on my scorecard. Now he just has to be careful that he doesn't get careless, he doesn't get reckless.
Keep moving, keep moving. Jab, jab, use the jab. Come on.
This is it. This is gonna be a single shot, couple of rounds, I think. The block counter in this game is so fucking tapped. If I could turn it off, I actually would.
Come on, side to side.
Yeah.
Marshall's stunned, and he is hurt.
Honestly, this is such a fucking joke. I'm actually getting angry.
Hey, this fight was not going his way at all, but somehow he has gathered momentum.
Yeah, he behaved like a fighter. He got through the tough times, and now guess what? Good times in front of him.
Just block counter, block counter, block counter. That's all this fucking AI does.
Well-placed counter punch by Marshall.
No matter how many counters I hit him with, this man will not be rocked. And it's unbelievable to me. You guys do agree, don't you?
Just 10 seconds to go in this round.
Hey, what's up, CV?
Don't let him steal this one, okay?
Sometimes I ask you
Keep
this.
moving, keep throwing that jab, keep him away from you, okay? Good. Nice work. Listen, I want you to go down.
They have reached the final round. 10th round underway.
Remember, guys, a lot of the reason my stamina's low is because a lot of his counter shots go to my body and they drain a significant amount of full-term stamina, not just short-term. So it's not the fact, I mean, I have missed quite a few shots admittedly, but it's not the fact that Marshall's not watching his stamina. It's he's landing the counter shots to my body, which damage the long-term.
Keep your head moving.
He turned defense into offense, comes back with the counter punch.
And that's exactly what he brings to the game. He makes you miss, he makes you pay, and he makes you think twice about throwing a punch later on.
Listen, he's still being highly competitive, even though you would have to think, if you're judging this fight at all, that he's way behind. Does that give him hope that still there's a chance that he could score the knockout and get this win?
Yeah, because his attitude is still there. He hasn't given up on himself. And as long as you haven't given up on yourself, you always have a chance where one punch can separate that guy from his consciousness.
Able to get rid of that one. On the mark, the counter punch by Marshall. Last 10 seconds of the fight.
Protect yourself.
Oh, he's barely been moved with any of your shots. Yeah, exactly. He's just fucking ate them like it's nothing.
Now, let's send it up to our ring announcer for the decision.
Just give me that win, man. Yeah, he must have had an iron chin or something, man. We're not exactly heavy hitters, are we?
Unanimous decision.
Well, he started going to the body, and it paid off for him, and it paid off us. A good, solid fight.
It was indeed, and we're glad you were with us to witness it.
I hit him with 24 counters. Barely rocked him. He landed 49 body shots and done that much damage to my body. Jesus fucking Christ.